If you just joined us, you're watching TVC News. Well, let's take you to Osun State, where a professor of economics, Adedoyin Lawal, is urging Nigerians to rethink national values and economic practices as key strategy for achieving sustainable growth. He was delivering an inaugural lecture titled Complexity and Simplicity, Unlocking the Proportions for Sustainable Economic Growth.
Africa's economic growth continues to face challenges such as structural imbalances, poor policy implementation, and over-reliance on foreign aid. At this inaugural lecture, Professor Adedoyin Lawal urged Africa to shift from a mindset of immediate gratification to one of long-term planning and value-based development. He challenged Nigerians to reconsider their consumption habits and embrace a deliberate shift towards local production and self-reliance by growing what they eat, producing what they wear, and supporting indigenous manufacturing.
You don't just export raw material, export finished goods, process them and export them. Don't just like see the Nigerian wonder from 1 billion on uranium, that is when they were exporting just the raw form, to 300 billion when they start adding value. So by the time we start adding value, we'll make it.
When you begin to look for aid, you won't do the things you need to do. I often just imagine if in Africa we have winter, people will have woken up and will have devised means by which we will not be killed by cold. So I believe we have resources. The management is one thing that is very important.
Touching on leadership, Professor Adedoyin Lawal described President Bola Tinubu as the most prepared Nigerian leader in recent history. He commended the president's policy direction, but emphasized the need for more strategic appointments to strengthen policy implementation.
Unification of exchange rate regime, and then this state fund, this funding for education, NEL fund for education. Yes, and you see that these are life-changing policy instruments that the president is, introduced.
On the global stage, Professor Adedoyin Lawal emphasized the significance of local ownership and collaborative partnerships in achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
For Africa to achieve sustainable economic growth, it must have strategic partners among the major power blocks of the world. So other policy options include developing entrepreneurial skill, semi-culture, value orientation, among others.
The inaugural lecture series attracts scholars, policymakers, traditional rulers, and students, sparking renewed discourse on pathways to economic sustainability in Africa. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Iwo, Osun State.